Here are 5 essential effects that you need to add to your editing bag. Let's get straight into it. So the first effect we're gonna look into is a grungy kind of black and white effect. I think it looks pretty nice. So the first effect we're gonna apply is we're gonna go to our effects controls and we're gonna look up extract and apply it to our clip. As you can see, we already have that look, but we're gonna adjust it a bit. So the black input level, we can raise that up. So we're just gonna play around with the black input. I think this is something I like. Let's play around with the white input. I think that's fine. And then we can increase the softness a bit. You know what? We're gonna make this, something like 29. I think that looks good. Then we're gonna add some noise. I'm gonna add a bit of grain to really add to that grunge look. Uncheck use color noise. We're gonna increase the amount of noise to something like, let's say 47. Now here's our effect. The second effect we're gonna look into is an echo trail effect. It's really a classic effect. If it's not broke, don't fix it. It always looks nice, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna go and look up echo in the effect controls and apply it to our clip. Then we're gonna put the decay at 0.8, put the echo operator to maximum, and we're gonna increase the echoes to something, let's say like 5. Let's see what that looks like. As you can see, that looks very nice. You can also tweak the settings. This is very smooth. But if anything, you can play with the echo time. If you increase it like that, you really have a totally different look, more like delayed between the echoes. So that's another look. The third effect I'm gonna show you how to do is a digital mixed media effect. So we're gonna go and use my mixed media paint pack and use a look that we find the best out of the 15 handmade mixed media templates. I think we're gonna go with look 10. So basically what you wanna do is that clip, we're gonna make it a subsequence. So now it is there with the clip. You can now delete it and insert the look 10 in your timeline. You can rescale it to your need depending on the sequence. So 50 will do. And now all you have to do is go to the footage tab and insert your clip in the replace footage tab. Then we can adjust the scales. We're gonna put it to something like 97. I think that's fine. What's crazy about this pack is how customizable it is. Usually like these type of effects takes hours and hours to create, and now it's all packaged in. That's why I love it so much. We're gonna go in the painting overlays that I imported in my project. And you can see you can choose between all of these. Personally, I would say one of my favorites would be stars. Honestly, they're all pretty fire. We're gonna replace the main overlay. So the main overlay that shows up at the 0-second timestamp, we're gonna open that up. So we can choose whether to have them on or off, but we're gonna have them on for now. We can just simply replace it in the replace here box. And now as you can see, our overlay is now there. You can customize the color the way you want. If you want it to be black, you can see it is now black. I think we'll put the color lightness to something like this. That way we can get the color exactly that we want. So we can change the color wheel as well to get the color that we want. Something like green. Let's decrease the color lightness a bit. That looks fire. And then we can increase or decrease the scale of the overlay. Put it where we want. I think I'm gonna scale it to something like this. And then we can also change the second overlay. As you can see, it is the same overlay. So let's change it up. I think for the second overlay, I'm gonna use Circle Mark IV. It looks pretty fire. Yeah, that looks fire. So you open the second overlay tab and you simply drag it in there. Simple as that. So now it is black because the color lightness is at -100. So what if we made it white and put it like that to 100? We're just gonna change the position. We're gonna scale it down a little and we're done. So basically we got our result. All we need to do is go to the beginning and press I to put an input source and press O to put an output source. Go to sequence, render effects into app. So all you gotta do is render it out. It takes a few seconds and you have a mixed media sequence. So if you guys want to copy Mixed Media Paint Pack and level up your visuals, it is now available on my website friendlyfiles.ca, and you can use code GUS10 at checkout to get 10% off. Let's get right back to the video. So the fourth effect I'm going to show you how to do is a flicker effect. It really looks good overall and really adds energy to your edits. So we're going to go to the effect controls and type in Lumetri color and add that onto our clip. And then we're going to go to basic correction and we're gonna go down to exposure. Now we're gonna go to where we wanna start the effect, let's say about there, and then we're gonna keyframe the exposure. We're gonna go 2 frames to the right and put it to 2. Go 2 frames to the right, go back down to -1, 2 frames to the right, put it to 1, 1 frame to the right, put it to 0. You get the principle. You just randomize it. That way it seems natural and not very robotic. And when you do it for a certain amount of time, a certain amount of keyframes, you don't have to do the whole thing throughout. What you can do is select those, copy those using Command C and pasting them, Command V. That way it flickers throughout the whole clip. Now, as you can see, just like that, we have a flicker effect. The 5th effect I'm going to show you how to do is a laser glowing outline kind of effect. It's kind of hard to label it because it's pretty unique, but I'm going to show you how it works. Let's get it. The first effect we're going to apply is find edges, write that down and insert it to your clip. And then we're going to press this invert. And a second effect we're going to apply is called levels. Then we're going to play around with these settings. It's not anything precise. It's really about finding what you like. But I'm going to try and aim for a red glowing outline. So I'm going to start off by decreasing the black input. That way I can get rid of those lines in the background. And I'm going to decrease this a bit to amplify the effect. That already looks pretty cool. And then we're going to play around with the settings. As you can see, if you turn down the green gamma, it makes it purple. And when you increase this one, we really get more of the red look that we want. So I'm just going to play around with the settings and then you can copy my settings. Now we have a really cool red glowing outline. The last effect we're going to apply is a glow effect. We're going to select VR glow. We're going to decrease the luma threshold to 0, decrease the glow radius to something like 30. Then we're going to increase the glow brightness a bit. And there we go. And just like that, we have our glowing outline effect. So I highly suggest playing around with the settings and combining the effects that I showed to you guys today. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please consider subscribing and please let me know in the comments what type of tutorials you would like me to cover next. If you still feel like learning, you can watch one of these videos right there, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.